Hey everyone, welcome back to Garner Reviews, once again out in the tool shed. Today we're taking a look at something I absolutely love. This is a product from Trimaco. This is called the E-Z Floor Guards. Look at this big old goofy looking pod, but this is pretty cool. This is actually really cool. So if you guys do any sort of work inside your customer's home, you know how much people appreciate just having, a clean space, especially in their home. And this allows you to provide just a really nice, clean working environment for your customer. You're going to show up, you might have boots on, shoes, but whatever you've got on your feet, you're going to be tracking in a lot of dirt, potentially mud, all kinds of other stuff, paint, glue, adhesives. You never know what you're stepping in on your job site. It just happens. No matter how much we try, it's just inevitable. Your shoes can get really nasty really fast, oil, gas, right? I can keep going on and on. This allows you to show up to your customer's house, set this down really quickly right outside their door, and it's going to put a plastic film over top, or on top, I don't think that works, on the bottom of your shoe. And it's basically going to trap all your dirt, anything that you may have on the bottom of the shoe. It's going to capture it between this and the film. Obviously the film is nice and clean. You step inside, do your work, get your bid, whatever you're doing at the time, and you're good to go. I would just say, if you're not thinking about doing something like this, really reconsider it, because I know people really do appreciate it. You're showing up to someone's house, they're hopefully going to hire you to do some work, and this is just a tremendous consideration on your part. And this just tells you that you value them, you value their home, the opportunity to perhaps do business with them, and so this is just protecting all of that. And it's just such a simple product too. It's very affordable. I think this shows up like this. I believe I got this one off Amazon. There's probably other places you can get it though as well. And it was a full kit, so it came with all this. It came with a big roll of the actual film. And I believe Trimaco, depending on obviously your shoe size and stuff like that, they're saying you're going to get about 100 rolls or 100 pairs out of a single roll. But super simple, like I was saying. So the way I set this up, I walk up, get to the front door. On the back here, see right there, there's that little slide, and you're just going to push that over this way, and it actually picks up this blade. This is definitely sharp, so be careful. It's going to pick that up and kind of hold it up in place. And then let's say you're ready to go. This is folded over at the moment because I was at the end of the working day and the adhesive wasn't going to be good, so I just fold it over on top of itself. It gives me a spot to grab really quickly and get to the next fresh piece of film. So you just pull this out just like that. It's just going to pull right out. You get it back here and you can pull down on this, and it's a pretty strong film, so holding it like this isn't ideal. Obviously it's going to be sitting on the ground, but that would rip off, and now you've got a nice clean piece of film with adhesive that you're going to be able to step into and get on your shoe. Now and the other thing, you've got this kind of foam, or it's a foam pad with like a felt covering or something on it, that allows you to basically just step into that and press down, get good solid adhesion on your boot or your shoe, whatever, and then you just pull your foot back, go an inch or two past the blade, push down, it's going to cut that, and you can kind of then take, and if you need to, you can wrap the remainder around the sides of their shoe, over the toe, around the heel, anything like that. Other foot, step in, same procedure, walk in. I've been doing this for over a month because I got into a job where I knew I was going to be in someone's house a whole bunch. We were going to be doing a bunch of interior work, and I figured, you know what, instead of dealing with like booties or something like that I slip over my shoes, this seems like just an awesome product for keeping everything nice and clean. So that's been my routine for the last 30 days, for actually longer than 30 days. It's been in the middle of winter. My shoes have been wet, snowy. It's been very cold, freezing most of the time, and this has performed just exceptionally well. I will note, if your shoe is just absolutely totally wet, you may have to do this multiple times or try and dry off your shoe. I found that with the shoes I was wearing at the time, I would step into it, and if I didn't feel like it got real good adhesion on the first one, I would just peel that plastic off, step into it again. And the second one, typically I had no issues and I could wear that the rest of the day if I needed to. So worked incredibly well. There's just not much to say other than it's just such a good idea. Now, I will say I did look, and there were a few people with reviews online that were saying they were having issues with either like it not adhering to their shoe, or they were getting like too much adhesion. They were having a hard time pulling the plastic off cleanly at the end of the day. It was sticking to their shoes, or it was tearing. Or if they actually got the plastic off, they had like an adhesive residue on the bottom of their shoe or boot. Now, I can tell you, so far I've had very little of that. Sometimes I pull it off, it comes off really nice and clean, no issues. Other times I'll pull it off and it'll leave like really small pieces of plastic, like on the main, like I guess you'd call it the tread, right, of the shoe. I'm not sure what else you would call it. But it'll leave like sometimes little pieces. Now you can pick it off real quick if you need to. But otherwise it just kind of wears off real quickly in normal use. And I've noticed a couple, I'd probably say 2 times, where I've pulled the plastic off, and depending on like where the flooring I was walking onto, I could almost feel like a slight tackiness on the bottom of my shoe. But again, that wore off really quickly, and I can't find any sign of actual damage to my shoe or the flooring or anything like that. So something to be aware of. If you're having issues with it, you may have to reevaluate whether this product works for you and the specific shoe or boot you're wearing. But I think as a general rule, this is probably going to work for 90% of people out there. Again, super simple. The only other thing I would say is if you're at someone's house, if they got dogs, kids, anything like that, just as a general safety rule, after you've got your pair on, push this down, get that blade back down. That was the first thing I thought of when I got on my current job site. They had a dog, and I'm like, yeah, the last thing I want is the dog's lip or something getting cut up on that blade. So push it down after you get your pair on. You can leave it outside. I've been doing that. The freezing condition, if it sits out there for too long, the adhesion that's exposed will start to wear out, and so it's pretty easy. You know, you can just pull a fresh strip. But if you wanted to, if the entryway made sense, you could even put this on outside, step in with the pod, set it inside there, and keep it nice and warm and clean for the whole day. So just a super awesome product. If you guys aren't familiar with Trimaco, check them out. They have a whole broad range of products that are kind of in this vein, from flooring protection. They do like plastic walls, they do like coveralls, they do drop cloths, they do so many different products kind of in that space for protecting the job site, protecting the user, keeping things clean, tidy, all that good stuff. So excellent company, makes some incredible products. Again, looks a little goofy, but for $100 you get a lot of utility, and I think for a customer it just it says a lot about what you're trying to do. So check this out. Again, you can check it out on trimaco.com. I'll drop a link down in the description below, or you can look on Amazon. That's where I found this one. But let me know what you guys think. Is this something that you guys use? Do you use like some sort of flooring protection routinely? Do you use something like booties or something like that? Let me know what you guys have had good results with. For me, this has been absolutely phenomenal. But I always love hearing from you guys and get an idea of what's working for you. So let me know what you guys think. I'll catch you guys in the next one.